What is up, YouTube? How are you all? It's been a while, Crocodile, I know. I get so many messages saying, please, Ad, come on, get back, make some videos. You always promise us you're going to make some videos and you never do it. And I know, and I am deeply, deeply sorry, and I'm hugely grateful to all of you that stick with me and follow me on social media and all that kind of jazz. I do put up loads and loads of stuff on my Instagram stories, so if you're not following me on Instagram, check out the links below and give me a follow on Instagram, and I promise I do a lot on there. Every year I try and set myself a target of making a certain number of videos, and just other stuff just gets in the way, and I hate it because I love making videos. So as much as I kind of want to do it, things just get in the way and I end up not doing it. But I'm so excited about these products, I thought to myself, I just have to talk about it. I've got to put it on video. So here I am, back with another video, and hopefully there'll be some more in the not too distant future. And although I usually kind of say, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, this time I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say keep an eye out, and hopefully I'll pull through. But here we are with these two bad boys, and I'm so excited about these new iPads. The processors in these things, the new A12X Bionic, is absolutely insane. It's benchmarking as fast as a Core i7 MacBook Pro. And it's really got me thinking about the whole idea of having Apple chips in Macs again. I've always hated that idea because up until a few years ago, I've always used Boot Camp to a certain degree. But for quite some time now, I just haven't used Boot Camp. So I don't care about Boot Camp. All I want is the fastest computer possible. And the way that Apple are making these new processors now for the iPads, for the phones, so insanely fast. I'm just thinking to myself, what would a MacBook Pro Apple processor be like? It would be insane. Maybe with the new Mac Pro next year, maybe they're going to introduce their own processor. I don't know. I don't know what the logistics are, but I'm super excited about where they're going with their own processors. So here we go. I went for, I always get two because I use them for different things and I keep them in different places. So I went with the 12.9 and the 11-inch in space grey, of course, and I opted for the 256GB Wi-Fi plus cellular. I always put SIM cards in my iPads. I like them to be instant online, and I'm using about 200GB of storage on my iPads at the moment, since I switched the photos to be stored in iCloud rather than on the device. So yeah, I went with that. I'd love to have had the 1TB version, which has the extra RAM, but it's just too much money. I can't justify it. So here we go. This is a legit unboxing. Now on this bit, normally what I do is I get a knife around the back and I cut all the way around the outside. But this time they've actually given you this little tag here, which I've never seen before, so that's quite interesting. Just waiting for that to focus, sorry guys. Yeah, I've never seen that before, so I'm going to try and do that and see what happens. Oh wow, look how tidy that is. That is so cool. Apple really do know how to create an incredible unboxing experience. So quite interesting in terms of the packaging, because they've got this kind of whole funky colour thing going on right now, like some crazy out there artwork. The usual stuff on the back. It does say that it includes a USB-C charge cable and a USB-C power adapter, supports GSM, UMTS and LTE. So let's have a look at this. And I really wanted to do this video because I miss sharing my reaction with you guys when I see a product that I'm super excited about. And because this new iPad is so different in terms of the design to the ones that have gone before, I just had to share. Wow man, this thing's, wow, this feels thin. This feels super thin. Now when I saw the squared edges on the video on the live event, I thought, oh, that's going to feel quite bulky. But the first thing that you feel when you pick it up is how light and how thin it is. I thought the thicker edges would make it feel thicker rather than the kind of more thinner edges that sort of give that feel. But wow, this thing, the 12-incher, feels, that's what she said, it feels incredibly thin and it feels really light as well. I don't know if that's just the way it feels that's making it feel light, or if it is lighter. I don't know, but wow, that feels incredible. Let's do the final bit. So as you can see, look how thin that is. That is just absolutely insanely thin. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to focus, but boy, that is thin. Now, the rest of the unboxing process is that we just pull this down. I never do it. I never go all the way on the first night. But let's open this up and have a look at that. It looks absolutely phenomenal. The space grey is slightly darker than the MacBook Pro space grey, and the antenna lines just make it look kind of, I don't know, they make it look kind of angry or something. It's crazy. This thing looks quite aggressive. I don't know why. It's no longer like kind of soft lines and smoothness. It's harsh, but I like it. It is so sexy. The thinness, I can't believe how thin it is. I mean, you've got the volume buttons and they're almost the same thickness as the actual thing. Sorry guys, there's literally no way that I can kind of show this. And light, and that camera bump is absolutely huge. 2 buttons on the side for volume, definitely redesigned as well. USB-C on the bottom. How insane that Apple have gone with USB-C, but I'm hugely grateful. Speaker grills all the way round, looks fantastic. Some microphone stuff, and then yeah, we just turn it on. For some reason you have to really hold down the power button a long time, don't you, now on iPads for them to turn on, and then we get into that boot process. But wow, man, I'm so impressed with that. I love the feel of it. I don't know, it's got a peculiar feel to it. I can't explain it. It's so square, but it's so nice. Absolutely phenomenal. There you go. And we're in. I was hoping that the screens were going to be OLED, but you know, maybe that's not possible yet on this size. I don't know how that kind of stuff works. Imagine this size iPad with even smaller bezels and an OLED screen. We know it's coming. We know that it is coming, but that is going to be absolute insanity. I can't tell you how impressed I am with just the look and the feel and the build and the design of that iPad. Let's see what else we get in the box. Oh, wow. I always drop something, don't I? We get a larger box with all your manuals in and all that kind of jazz. We get a USB-C to USB-C cable for the very first time in an iOS device, and a really tiny charging brick, which is insane. I thought it would be huge because I thought it'd have to have a certain amount of power. This little charging brick is crazy small, and I like the fact that they've made it so you have to drag the plug pins out. That is awesome, just to give it a nice kind of flat effect. And that little charger is so beautifully designed, I can't even tell you. I know that is a bit of a freaky thing to say, but it really just looks amazing. It's just so nice. The way that they've carved everything in there just looks phenomenal. It feels quality as well. And what a tiny charger for an iPad. Wow. So there's that. Now, next up, I also got this. This is the new Apple Pencil. So again, they've given you the same tear-off unboxing experience. And I never really used the Apple Pencil on the other one because whenever I plugged that thing in, I was just always worried that I was going to snap it off in the charging port. But yeah, here we go. That is the new Apple Pencil. And you can already tell when you first open it that it's got a completely different texture. You can actually hear it. That was the dodgiest looking thing I've ever seen on one of my YouTube videos. But yeah, it's got it's like a matte finish to it. How bizarre. Feels really nice. And it's very grippy as well. Even though it's kind of smooth, you can definitely get a good grip on it. And it's got that whole double tap thing on it, hasn't it? So yeah, wow. Apple Pencil looks fab. And I'm hoping to use it more. I'm no artist by any means, but sometimes, especially when you're pulling up a remote desktop and you really need that finite touch ability, the pencil is a wicked thing to use. A little bit of a tip there for those people who are sysadmins and stuff like that, who want to use Windows boxes on iPads. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the 11-inch version. Love that. They have changed it from 10.5 inch to 11 inch, which is awesome. It's so much smaller, this box, than the other one. It really feels that much smaller. This one, same thing. I went for the 11 inch Wi-Fi plus cellular, 256 gigabytes. So let's open this bad boy up and see what we think. Wow. Do you know, that feels so different to the 12-inch version. Obviously it's smaller, but for some reason it feels heavier. I'm guessing that's because it's like more densely packed into a smaller object, much like myself. But wow, that looks nice. It feels so small. It feels tiny. I know it's the same size as the previous generation, but I think what they've done with the thinness, just shaving off like that millimetre and putting these square edges on, has just changed it fundamentally in terms of the way it kind of feels. And then we've got the old pencil that clips there on the top. How cool is that? Let's turn this bad boy on. Speakers all the way around. Obviously Face ID, cameras, massive camera bulge. Looks awesome. Wow. Let's have a look at both of these together. You can kind of see they don't really look, no, actually they do, they look hugely different in size. Yeah, that's crazy. Very, very interesting. I am super excited to test these out, guys. I can't even tell you. I'm super excited. Let's just check out the difference in colour. I know they are, yeah, see, slightly darker like I thought with the MacBook Pro. I've got to tell you guys, I'm really looking forward to trying these out. To me, I can't see how they would ever take over from my MacBook Pro, but I use my iPads a hell of a lot. The thing that I really feel like I'm going to miss, like I do on the iPhone actually, is Touch ID, but we'll see. Maybe even the home button, I don't know, we'll see. But I am definitely going to do a review on these bad boys, so I will be back to you. I've got a couple of other things as well that I've bought that I want to review for you guys, so I'm hoping to get some time to do it. I think I'm going to do it in the form of live streams, we'll see. That's all from me. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Love you all. Peace out. Hope you're having a great week, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya.